This motherfucker fell asleep.
Oh, what?
Yo, Mr. Phoenix just sounded like everybody on the internet fucking sleeping on the Awesome Life podcast.
Yo, I literally am sleeping on the podcast.
That is some bullshit, bro. This is the Awesome Life podcast, the least listened to podcast in the whole internet.
The most underrated podcast in all of the internet.
That's a better way to put it. Yo, you know what this is, right? It's a special occasion. This is episode 10.
Yeah! Round of applause from our live studio audience.
Yeah! All right.
I love those guys. I've been there from day one.
We gotta get the studio audience from The Big Bang Theory. Every time we talk.
Every 7 seconds.
I love that show too, but it's true that laugh track's a little bit excessive.
If they just cut it down by half,
yeah,
it'd be so much better.
It's quite, and it's funny. I thought only you noticed it, but I read. I'm a frequent visitor of Cracked.com, and they did an article. I can't remember what the article was, but it was about something about TV shows. But they were like, yeah, the laugh track is fucking like way too much on that show.
Well, like
I didn't notice it till you pointed out.
Your Mother. They have laugh track too, but they don't use it as much.
Yeah, it's a little much. Like it'll be like a certain, like it won't even be that funny. I'll be like, this audience is bullshit. They must have never heard jokes before. Because that shit ain't funny.
It ain't nothing worse than that new show that's out, like the Macbeths or whatever.
Oh, the McCarthys. I haven't watched the show yet.
Bro, I saw another lame ass commercial.
I've seen commercials for the McCarthys. They don't make jokes. They just like say stupid stuff and like make faces. But like I haven't heard not one joke on the commercials.
Yeah, no, they're terrible.
It looks really bad.
Like, I'm after this, I'm gonna show you the previews to this week's episode. Like, how the fuck did they? It's like saying, "Hey, Jenny's gonna go open the door now, so I'm not gonna be here." That's exactly how they laugh.
I remember the joke that I watched where it was like, it wasn't a joke. It was like, I think it was because I think it's like a big ass family, but it was two brothers, and one of the brothers was like wearing a tight vest or something, and the other brother was like, "Hey man, you that looks kind of small," or whatever he was saying, and then the brother was like, "Nah man, women like it when you squeeze into something tight or something," and then like it flashes forward to them at like a party, and a lady walks by them and she compliments the guy on his vest, and he's like, "Nice and tight, right?" And then his brother just looks at him and he goes, "You're kidding me, right?" Like, that's not a punchline.
You're kidding me, right?
That's not a punchline. Like, that is... And the laugh track played, so it's supposed to be the punchline. It's like... I mean, I can't fully judge this show until I watch it, but it looks really bad.
I'm not trying to be racist or anything.
Here we go.
But that's just some fucking white humor.
Well, it's the McCarthys. Like this Irish family, I think. They're like this white Irish family.
This shit is just so vanilla. It's like, it's so wholesome.
It's so wholesome.
It's so fucking... It's supposed to be... It should be on ABC Family.
Well... I mean, a lot of sitcoms are kind of based around that like whole family dynamic, but that doesn't mean they have to be corny. It doesn't have to be corny.
Look at Full House, bro.
Yeah, yo, Full House is a goddamn classic.
Yeah, but that's just corny too.
It's corny. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty corny, but
fucking look at. You ever watch Step by Step? You probably did.
Probably when I was a kid. I don't remember it now.
Corny as shit.
Yeah, I mean that's just sick.
What is the one where the dude? Oh fuck.
We inadvertently launched into a tirade about sitcoms.
Yo, there's a sitcom that I can't even fucking remember. I don't even know why I'm even gonna try to remember. It's like... Is
it like a 90s sitcom?
Yes. And this dude, like, I think he's rich. Like, his... Oh, fuck, I can't think of it.
He's rich and...
I can't think of his... Oh, man.
Was Frasier rich? Is it
no,
Frasier?
No, but he's a kid.
He's a rich kid?
Like, a teenager.
A rich teenager?
No, I can't remember it. Fuck it, I ain't even gonna waste... Corny ass show. That's all you need to know.
Corny. I mean,
let's go through all of them.
A lot of sitcoms are based on corny humor. It's like
Boy Meets World, corny.
Andy Kaufman, who's a comic from like the 70s. He ended up doing a show called Taxi, and he didn't want to do it. because in his words, the American sitcom is the lowest form of humor. And in a lot of ways, it kind of is.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I mean, there's like a few that like really kick ass and like you get into them, but like for the most part, like Friends, I like Friends. I think it's a good show.
I never watched it.
And it was obviously
adult,
huge,
so
but it's still corny.
that shit sucks.
Like it's still corny. You know what I mean? Like it's like very few of them aren't corny. Like I just got done watching How I Met Your Mother. I watched like every episode in like a month, and it's aside from like maybe a couple, like it's really not a corny show.
It's hip.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely got an air of hipness to it.
Even one of the greatest fucking sitcoms. Well, let me not call it greatest sitcoms, but one of my favorite sitcoms of all time, which is Family Matters. That shit was corny as shit. You looking back on it.
What's the greatest sitcom of all time?
Oh, my favorite sitcom? Yeah. Oh, it's How I Met Your Mother. I mean,
I got my answer locked and loaded too. That 70s show.
I never
hands
got
down.
into it.
Oh, my favorite. How I Met Your Mother's tight, man. Obviously everything's still fresh in my mind, but yeah, no, that 70s show's.
No, I know that 70s show's pretty huge.
Again, the same thing, not corny, like because it's about like teenagers, so it's
cool.
got it. I mean, obviously teenagers in the 70s, but it's still like it has to maintain this air of like youth and like hipness and stuff. Yeah, cool. Like it's a cool show.
I'll tell you a show that was supposed to be hip and cool, but now I watched a couple episodes like in the last year, and it's corny as shit.
What's that?
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, I watched it a little bit when I was a kid, but I never really got into it. Is it corny?
Yeah, it's corny as shit. See, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Would that be considered a sitcom?
Yes.
Then that's
not corny at all.
There we go. That is, to me, that is the greatest sitcom of all time.
I can't remember 100% because I was a kid, but I bet Will Smith, like, on that show, I bet he was, like, the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Again, I was a kid, so I didn't really know what cool or hip was, but I bet, like, all that shit that he was saying, I bet that was, like, the fucking newest, hippest shit.
Hippest shit, yeah.
I bet it was.
He's a trendsetter.
He was fly as fuck, as they used to say.
Yo, even in his tacky-ass clothes.
Yeah, but in the 90s, this shit wasn't tacky. That just reminded me, I have to mention it. I saw this thing on Twitter. It was a dude's yearbook picture. And you know they have the yearbook quote?
Yeah.
There was this dude. He was this black dude, and he was like kind of nerdy, and he had glasses. And his quote was, "You catch more flies with honey, but you catch more honeys by being fly." And I was like, that's corny and stupid, but hilarious at the same time.
Catch more flies with
honey. But you catch more honeys being fly.
That reminds me of there's this dude when I worked at Sports Authority who told me this quote. I don't know where he got it from, but I'm gonna give him the credit. His name was Ron.
Shout out Ron if you're listening.
Yes, Ron. Cool motherfucker. He was the OG. He was working at Sports Authority for about 20 years. And
the OGs are always fun because they don't give a fuck anymore.
He's only there. He only worked like 4 hours a week.
Oh, okay.
He's just there to keep his benefits. That's it.
Like some people stay 1 day a week to keep the discount.
Yeah, he stayed there for 1 day a week for the benefits.
Oh.
But this motherfucker said, you can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you can gain a lot of women chasing money.
That's a good ass point. That's a good ass point.
That is the truth.
You know, that's a good point. You know, to keep busting your ass, working, doing your thing. You know,
it will just come.
You'll get to a point where the ladies want to be around it.
Whereas
the gold digging bitches,
chasing them, you spending all this money
and losing
fucking
ambition
Naples to get head and shit, like things like that.
Yes, I don't know who would do that.
Yeah,
but,
fuck that.
This is
Shelby.
we're both pretty tired. This is a pretty This was almost kind of a forced episode, man. We had to do it. We gotta start knocking these bitches out on the weekend, man.
We do,
we're all too busy during the week, bro. Mr. Phoenix is about to be fucking sleeping over here.
This is the 10th episode, and it ends on 10 minutes. We're ending this bitch at 10 minutes.
There you go. The 10th episode, 10 minutes. All right, as much awesomeness as you can cram into 10 minutes.
Whoop, whoop. 10 minutes can't hold us.
Nah. let's see. We started out. We were talking about sitcoms.
I was liking where we were going with it.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But I think we're probably gonna keep. All right, that's it. We just passed 10 minutes. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Yeah. So again, we've been talking about sitcoms, but let's move on to sports. Bob.
Fuck sports.
Okay.
No, anyways.
We gotta come up with some new names.
Dolphins lost this week.
We gotta come up with new names. It's always like Bob, Tom. What did you call me last week? You called me like Kevin or Keith or some shit like that. I don't know, some white ass name.
Today you'll be Dick.
How about I call you exclusively black names and you call me? I'll call you like Leroy or like Silky Johnson.
Okay. I didn't know Silky Johnson was a black name, you motherfucker.
You know what Silky Johnson is?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Silky Johnson.
As I sip my soda that I'm sure somebody spit in. Classic.
I don't know what can be said about that jacket that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan.
No, the best diss, one of the best disses I've ever heard. I don't give a fuck if it was scripted or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go home and put some more water in Buck Nasty's mama's dish.
That shit
God,
is too
it still
funny.
holds up after all this time. It's still one of my favorite sketches I've ever
made
seen.
this out of your mama's pubic hair.
It's made out of your mother's pubic hair.
Yo, that cat.
Why don't you click your heels 3 times and go back to Africa?
I like the part where he says something like doing gay stunts. And, what
Beautiful on the weekend. Does stunts for a Little Richard in gay movies.
Everything starts going on Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh yeah.
Talking about how she sleeps with fucking boxers with dick holes
Underwear
in them.
with dick holes in them. It goes, I like the song she sings, Papa Don't Preach. I got a song for you too, bitch. It's called Daughter Don't Sing.
Shit, talking about Chappelle Show. Shit.
Classic.
Shit, we should get into let's talk about comedy shows, but let me finish my sports.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bob, you're going on a tangent, Bob.
I thought you were gonna give me black names.
Yeah, Bob's not really a black name.
I mean, unless it's B.O.B. Are you referring to me as?
No, not at all. Let's go over to sports. T-Dog. It's new. We're like, in all the shows, like, black people always have to have some hood ass, street ass name.
True. But anyways,
but I guess if they're on The Walking Dead, it doesn't matter because they're gonna die anyway.
Exactly.
Bob died.
Yeah, he did.
Well, they didn't kill him? Well, I guess maybe it wasn't really said.
No, he died. What are you talking about?
Did he die?
Yeah, dude stabbed him in the head.
I don't.
What is his name? Tyreek.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember because there was that emotional moment.
Yeah,
you know, we got this week's episode in the can. I know. Watched it.
What?
Sunday.
I
was yesterday.
Last week's episode.
Oh, you didn't the Beth episode.
Oh, we don't have nothing in the can because our fucking DVR don't work.
Oh, that's such dog shit.
It's
fucking AT&T, you need to step it up. Have you called them yet?
Nah, bro. I've been slacking on my.
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna try to fuck with it tomorrow. See if maybe I can get it to work.
I unplugged it and it's been unplugged for like a couple hours now. We could try plugging it back in.
All right.
See if that works. You want to do it in the middle of the podcast? You let the fans know that it's been done. No,
I don't know if they care. I don't know if they care about all that. This is supposed to be sports. Bob.
Okay, Todd.
Bob and Todd. Sounds like a real radio show.
Bob and Todd.
The Bob and Todd Show coming at you. And then we gotta have like those weird like sound effects, like wah.
Bob, Marty, and Todd.
This is Bob and Todd in the mornings. Yeah, that's how they sound. 105 a.m. or whatever the fuck the station. That's how I'm gonna start introing. Yeah, this is the Awesome Life Podcast with Bob and Todd.
We're never gonna get to sports.
No, we're never, because we're just gonna keep going off on
Dolphins
tangents.
Lost.
Okay.
Boom. I don't want to talk anymore. He won. Great.
Was Dolphins the Lions?
Yes.
I saw that at my job. Weren't they winning till like the last 20 seconds?
Yes.
What the fuck happened? I didn't catch it. It was on like over the speakers.
Bad coaching. That's all I gotta say.
I saw it was like they were up like 7 or 5 or something.
We were up 16-10, I think, at one point, and then we were up like.
But I mean, like the last 30 seconds, like they must have.
We were up 3 points. We were up 3 points in the last 30 seconds.
And what changed?
They threw a touchdown. Bad coaching.
Yeah.
And we had a lapse in the defense, and they exploited it. I mean, the Dolphins overall didn't have a good game, but the defense played very well. Even though Megatron scored a touchdown, he was kind of held in check. I mean, Brent Grimes, his little ass. I mean, did you see the interception, bro?
No, I can't say that I did.
Bro, I gotta show it to you on live podcast.
On live, we're gonna sit here and watch a YouTube clip or an ESPN clip.
Bro, you have to see this.
I'm pretty sure I heard about it because again, I work at a sporting goods store that I can't mention, G4 Classified.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they're playing it on the TV and over the loudspeaker, and I saw there was like 30 seconds, and I was like, oh okay, Dolphins got it, and then like I came back out from like the back, and everybody was like, what the fuck?
No, it's ass.
What's the record now? What are the Dolphins like?
5-4.
5-4, yeah.
It would have been a big win.
Yeah.
Bro,
Are the Lions a good team?
Yeah, they're one of the better teams in the league.
Oh, okay.
It's
not a bad loss.
Like we lost to Scrubs.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
it's not a bad loss.
Mind you, this guy's 5'9".
Is this the guy you're telling me about? Can you guys hear this?
That's the most in the NFL. End zone. Intercepted.
Damn.
It's one of the best interceptions I ever seen.
That's Grimes?
Yeah. That's Optimus Grimes.
Optimus Grimes.
Covering Megatron. Look at this shit.
Yeah, damn, son. What's his fucking vertical leap? Motherfucker's 5'9". He just jumped 8 feet in the air. That's a hell of a jump.
So
for a dude that's 5'9".
Yeah.
That was legit as fuck.
Oh shit.
Is he new to the Dolphins?
We've had him for 2 years.
Yeah. How come is this guy? I mean, does this guy pull shit like that off all the time, or like is he legit?
He's solid.
Yeah?
Every game he's solid.
What position does he play?
Cornerback.
Cornerback.
He covers the wide receivers.
That was fucking legit, bro. He jumped fucking 10 feet in the air with fucking arm extended as far as it could be.
If you were in the house on Sunday, I went fucking buck when I saw it.
I bet.
Oh my god!
Was that on all the fucking Sports Center highlight reels all week?
It would have got even more play if we won.
Oh yeah, definitely. That shit was nasty.
You want one of my happy tissues?
No, I'm good. Are those happy tissues? No, are those sad tissues? Are happy tissues.
Happy tissues are for pussies.
Happy tissues are for pussies. Bunch of bitch ass culeros.
Podcasts are for
What's
pussies.
a culero? Do you know what that is?
I don't know what a culero is. Sounds like a drink.
I know culo means butt or ass. So I'm thinking maybe culero is like asshole or something. Are you gonna Google it? I don't know why I haven't Googled it yet. That's a Key and Peele sketch, by the way. It's from like 2 seasons ago. But it's my shit right now. It's my shit.
A married man whose wife has tricked him into thinking that the child.
That's a culero? It's not what I was...
This is the English version.
I was gonna say I want to see the Spanish version.
A culero is a married man whose wife has tricked him into thinking that the child she had birthed while married to him are actually his, although they look so unlike her in any way that only a friggin' idiot would believe.
It's like a white guy with a black kid.
Spawned from.
And what is it in Spanish?
Okay.
Because I don't know. Maybe there's no difference.
Hold on.
It's got to be something ass. That's like ass face or something. Asshole. What do we got? Culeros.
A culero is a married man whose wife.
Wow, that really is what it is. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
I would have never fucking guessed that.
Culero.
That's weird that like they have a word for that. You know what I mean? Because we just be like, you a bitch. Like, you getting played out. But like they have a word for that. I think English could learn a few things. We could get some words going, make life a little easier. Some shortened versions. That's pretty It's definitely not what I would have guessed.
No, it's not right.
It's not culero.
It wasn't spelled right.
I should have known. What do we got?
Asshole.
Oh, okay, so I was right. Yeah, that seemed a little bit of a stretch. All right.
The other one was cool arrow.
Ah, okay.
Culero.
Bunch of bitch ass culeros.
Culero.
I'm chilling, Holmes. I don't care about that stupid shank. That's my jam.
You're a pendejo.
That's pendejo. I had this lady I used to work with, Anna. She was like, I think she was like 38, 39, 40, some shit like that. But she was like,
back when you used to work for Fuckboy?
Fuckboy Entertainment. Yeah, she was older than me, but that was her pet name for me, pendejo. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, you're such a pendejo.
That's what she always called me. Just still, like, I'll still come by and she'll be like, hola pendejo, and just like it's nothing. And I was like, I like it. It's very endearing.
It is.
It's cute. It's cute.
I mean, she likes you.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't mean she really.
She would have probably kept to herself if she didn't like you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, when you call your best friend fuckboy when you see him, like, it's
Yeah,
like
like
all
us.
right, yeah, that's how you know you're getting to a level of friendship when you can just call each other an asshole.
I
to greet each
remember
other.
Lynx was a newcomer in the house at one point.
Yeah, at some point.
And I took it easy on him, in the first couple months.
Yeah, you got to feel it out.
And then
you can't just walk in and
went
be like,
I
"What up,
went
bitch?"
to Orlando for a weekend and I got roasted up there
I think that is what happened. Yeah.
That's how we do it like there. And I came
boys
back
do it.
and I just started roasting Corbin every day, 10 times a day. And then he's like, bro, what's up? He's like, is there something wrong? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just roasting you. And then he started roasting back.
And then, see, the reason I asked is because I wanted to make sure he was ready. Because I'm a pretty good fucking roaster. I wanted to make sure he was emotionally ready for me. Because I go hard.
Yeah, there was one time we were roasting each other's mothers.
Yo.
Like straight up in a rotisserie.
We stopped.
Oven,
we were
bro.
like, this is a little much. This is getting a little personal.
When it's 2:30 in the morning and you're thinking of mama jokes, that's when you know it's bad.
That's when you know it's bad. We when I used to live with my buddy Joey, that's our thing still, is we just call each other gay, all the time. And no homophobia here. I got a gay brother. But it's just funny. And literally, I lived with him for 8 months, and literally, dude, at the end of it, we spoke only in gay. It was we'd see each other and be like, hey, what's up, gay, faggot, dick fakes, you like dicks in your butt. It would just that would be the whole that was our, to the point where it was I don't want to do this anymore. It got really old. We roasted each other so hard, we burnt each other out.
The bromance.
Yeah, we burnt ourselves out pretty hard with that shit.
Listen to the kind of bromance that me and Lynx have.
He's jerking me off right now.
How do I say this? An acquaintance I used to have. Fuck it. It was an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, acquaintance is a weird way to talk about an ex-girlfriend.
Kind of some way started something with a language that derived from what she called my cat.
Oh yeah, she said
it
still
so
can't even
weird,
say it.
So
she's the only one that
weird.
can say it.
And then also I combine that with the fact that Lynx decided to make fun of one of my verses. And
which verse did I make fun of?
You be at the bus stop.
Oh yeah,
we be on the tour bus.
This motherfucker said we be on that we be on that here bus. Be at the bus stop. He sound like the Swedish chef.
So
hurly burly dirty.
Exactly. So I'm grocery shopping.
It's a great story.
I'm grocery shopping, and
we were going in at this point too. Using it all the time.
We'd turn things into earlies.
Because it was the how does she say it? You probably do it better than I could.
Kjortale.
The Kjortale. I don't know how she did. I still don't know how she rolled the tongue to make that sound happen.
I took that and we created a language called Burle. I call it Burle.
I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. I just know.
We just started taking shit and like just everything, like like you had a hard day, you be on your hurly durly.
The hurly durly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I literally was like, yo, bro, I gotta go get lurly murly, and this motherfucker knew I meant lunch meat.
I was like, oh, okay, lunch meat, and we kind of looked at each other like, okay. All right, something's going on.
We're clicking
we're on
here.
the same plane. This language is so intense. Literally, like we started doing it with the other cat. The first cat's Lynx. He's like the Kiertle, or however you say it.
Kiertle.
And then we have Jeremy, and we call him like Jurtle and Jurtle Birtle and like whatever all the time. Yeah. And like, my daughter's name is Zoe, and I started fucking with her. Just like, oh, Jurtle Birtle, and then I start calling her Zertle. Bro, I call her Zertle. I probably call her Zertle more than I call her Zoe. Or then I shortened it to Zerd. I was like, hey, what's up, Zerd? And I just say it all the time. And then I started calling her Emperor Zerd, like Emperor Zerd from Toy Story. And like literally, she's so used to it. She's like, hi, Daddy. I'm like, hey, Zerd. And like she just like doesn't notice it anymore. Like I call her that more than I call her regular name, which is pretty sad. But yeah, so that language is taking over.
Well, I call you dick fuck more than I call you your name.
That's
so
probably true. I fuck a lot of dicks.
Yep.
So what can I say? That's weird. You got like the one headphone chilling on the side. It's chilling, Holmes.
It's chillin'.
I didn't even notice that. It's kind of stupid. You look like a fucking asshole. He's hitting me. That's fine. You know this is evidence. This is audio evidence right here. You barely even talked about sports. Is that all that's going on? Nobody else hit their wife this week or their kid?
Adrian Peterson's probably going to get to play again. So
I heard about that.
Which I'm actually happy for.
I heard Ray Rice is like trying to appeal or something.
Yeah, I hope he's
not getting a full like.
Well, they wanted to do a lifetime ban.
But they're not going to? They shouldn't. That's stupid. We already talked about it. It's stupid, but
it's ridiculous.
Cut him for a season or something, you know.
But,
just not even because like again we discussed this already.
But you
not even
sentenced him to something. I mean, you gave him a suspension of 2 weeks, and then more evidence comes back.
Yeah,
it's on the same case. Isn't that double jeopardy? He's pretty much being tried.
Well,
I mean, it's not a judicial. This isn't.
I don't know.
But I'm saying,
I don't know how it works.
In a nutshell, he got penalized for the same crime or violation twice.
Basically, yeah.
And then they totally take him out of football. Like that's stupid.
I mean, honestly, like you could suspend him for a season solely on the bad publicity because again. We've discussed this before, and other people have come out and said it. He wasn't 100% in the wrong. It's just the bad publicity. That's the issue.
You're gonna have women's rights at the door tomorrow.
Bro, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I'm not gonna like sit here and act like hitting a woman is cool. And, you know, it almost feels like this is kind of beating a dead horse because we've spoken about this. But I watched a video.
How does that, like beating a dead horse? What the fuck? I've never heard
You've never heard the phrase beating a dead horse?
No, man.
That's such an old-ass phrase. It's like there's no point anymore. But I saw a video over the weekend of this chick and her friends, and they're, like, getting into some shit with this motherfucker's clipping his toenails.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta multitask in this world.
I'm listening.
The grind don't stop. You gotta take whatever time you can. But nah, so like this girl and her friends are like on the subway and they're like fucking with some dude. They're talking about his like old ass clothes and shit. And then they're fucking with, I don't know, I think like another dude. I don't remember what it was. But they keep fucking with the guy and he's just like, man, you a bitch, like fuck out of my face and shit. And then she goes and she like, I don't think she like totally punched him, but she like hit him upside the head, kinda. And this motherfucker slapped... The title of the video that I watched, it was Dude Slaps the Soul out of a girl on the subway.
This is on YouTube.
You gotta see it. He slaps the shit out of her. And this dude's tall as fuck. And he's... Like, his whole hand, like, engulfs her head. And he smacks the shit out of her. And it's like...
How does it compare to you going to jail?
Oh, it's pretty... I mean, I'd have to watch that. I'd have to watch the two together. But
I don't know if it can compete with that, bro.
It was the loudest slap I've ever heard.
Yeah, bro.
It was intense.
That nigga,
but this is what I'm saying.
Sure you can do.
Yeah, he straight up did. But again, you know, it's beating a dead horse. You know, you learn something new, Mr. Phoenix. But you shouldn't hit a woman, but if you're a woman and you hit a guy, you should expect to get hit back. That's all I'm gonna say. You should give them, the
respect.
You should know.
No one deserves to be hit.
Exactly. But you should. I'm not saying they're going to or that it's right or wrong, but you should expect to be hit back if you hit a human being.
Exactly.
It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. It is what it is. But I hope he doesn't get banned for a lifetime because I don't think he deserves that.
Yeah, that's
some kind of penalization.
I mean, he's not getting paid at all this year.
Exactly. Some kind of penalty for bad publicity. But besides that, I mean,
I think losing about $15 million is penalty enough.
I would agree, sir. I mean, you got dudes playing fucking after killing people, driving drunk and shit. Yeah. Let this man go for fucking hitting his girlfriend or whatever the fuck it was.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
We'll see.
But like I said, Adrian Peterson coming back. I'm happy for him. Not too much. I mean, the NFL this year is just unpredictable. Every game is a mystery, pretty much, except for when Oakland plays, they're gonna lose. When Jacksonville plays, they're gonna lose.
Who's the other one?
Jacksonville.
Oh, Jacksonville, yeah.
They're trash.
What's the team?
Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, they're trash.
Are those the two shittiest of the league?
Yeah, by far. Not even like a close.
Damn.
Yeah, but they suck. Then you have teams that you thought were gonna suck, like the Browns. Browns are actually pretty solid this year. I mean, they're ahead of their division for the first time in probably like 15 years.
Yeah.
Which is big.
I follow Charlemagne on Twitter, and he's always bragging about the Cowboys. I guess they haven't done well the last couple of years, and they're doing pretty well this year.
No, they're definitely a playoff contender. Tony Romo's playing good. DeMarco Murray's the man.
Cool.
By far
DeMarco Murray kind of sounds like it would be one of those Key and Peele names.
Yeah.
Just maybe with an extra name added on to it.
I saw one this weekend. I was like, oh my god, this should be in that fucking episode.
Was it NFL or college?
NFL.
Yeah? Do you remember what it was?
No.
Damn.
No.
What was the one that they mentioned on the Brickashaw Ferguson? That's insane. Basketball, what's up?
Heat look good. We're 5-2. We just beat a solid Dallas team. We have one of the best offenses in the league, but our defense has definitely slipped. We're allowing people to score more points than we did with the previous era of basketball.
Bosch is kind of the man right now, right?
Bosch is the man.
Yeah.
He's like an MVP candidate right now.
Really?
So that's how tired I am.
Stepped it up. What's the Cavs? How are they looking? The Monstars, as they say. Now, what do you think it is? Like, they just got to learn how to gel as a unit?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they gotta get rid of a few pieces and add a few pieces.
Oh, okay.
You got someone like Deion Waiters who wants the ball in his hands all the time, and he can.
Right.
You got LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Like, actually, LeBron and Kyrie Irving kind of already got into it.
I heard about that they kind of got into it a little bit. I didn't actually see it, but I know I saw the headline.
They already kind of got into it. They're gonna go through growing pains, but there's a difference though. When it was the other big three, you had Wade, who already won a championship by himself.
Right.
He already knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
You had Bosch, who was although wasn't a champion. He was on a winning team.
He was the top guy on his team, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he could take his team to the playoffs.
Right.
Kyrie Irving has never taken his team to the playoffs. Kevin Love has never taken his team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then you got these young people like Tristan Thompson and Deion Waiters that they're emerging players that are trying to make a name for themselves. They don't want to sacrifice their shine.
See, that's the thing, man. You gotta you gotta do what's best for the unit. You can't keep worrying about fucking getting your shit in. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. And, you can't keep worrying about, like, oh, I got to shine and this and that. And, like, that's going to fuck you up and cost you shit.
They'll get it together, but
yeah.
If the season were to end today.
Sounds like they got a lot of ego on that team they need to work through.
A lot. And LeBron's had the biggest.
Well, rightfully so.
yeah, you're right. You
but, yeah, I feel you. Like, you can't let egos get in the way of the team. But what were you saying if the season were to end now?
I don't know if with the update of them winning today,
it
changes it. So we'll see right now.
They have a thing on the ESPN app where you can check if the season ended now, or you just do it. Oh, okay, I got you.
They would be in the playoffs. They would be
Cavs?
the number 8 seed. Miami's the number 3 seed behind Chicago and Toronto.
Yeah.
We've already beat Toronto, so I mean, Toronto has 1 loss this season, and it's to us.
Oh, okay.
So, that's something.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm excited about Miami. We look good. We got a couple easy games on the way. Hopefully, we don't blow any of them. But we're turning heads right now. So I'm excited. That's basketball is just exciting all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm really a fan of the sport, so I don't just watch Heat games. Just mostly Heat games. But that's it in the world of South Florida sports for me.
It's one of those things with me. Like, I can't, for the life of me, I've tried a million times, I can't get into football. But in the last couple of years, like, I don't know, basketball to me is a more exciting game, and it's very like
it's easier to follow.
Yeah,
very easy to follow.
I'm obviously like a fair weather, like casual type watcher, but I definitely get more enjoyment out of it than I would watching football or definitely fucking baseball. Some shit, I'll tell you that. I can't sit through that shit. I couldn't tell you who won the World Series this year. I don't remember.
Well, what do you got to say about wrestling, Ron?
Makes me think of Ron Burgundy. Well, here's the thing.
Spill it.
Here's what I think I'm gonna do. Like with this segment, like WWE as a whole nowadays is kind of shitty, and it sucks because it's the most accessible wrestling. It's the easiest to find. It's the most heavily promoted. 99% of people that if they think of wrestling, they think of WWE, and most people that are quote unquote wrestling fans only watch WWE and don't watch anything else. Me personally, there's very few things on WWE program that I enjoy. I like the former members of the Shield, the Wyatt family, Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, NXT. I mean, it's very limited.
You forgot somebody.
Who's that? Oh, Daniel Bryan, of course. He slipped my mind because he's injured. I haven't seen him on TV in a while. But so there's very few things that as a whole that I enjoy. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I've already been kind of doing it, but I'm only gonna discuss what I enjoy particularly. I don't really care, about... I don't need to name any names, but there's a lot of big name players in WWE that I don't really care about. But, as I mentioned on the last podcast, I have decided to start training again in pro wrestling. And so, I think what I'll use this segment for... mostly, unless there's something I want to talk about, like Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt is coming up, which is going to be pretty awesome, or anything else. I think I'm gonna talk about my experiences and use this as sort of like an audio like journal, yeah, kind of. So yeah, like I said in the last show, I used to train in pro wrestling. I left about 4 years ago. I just came back tonight. Well, I guess yesterday, technically. Yeah. Because of when this podcast comes out. But yeah, so I went back officially. There was a little seminar with Eugene, aka Nick Dinsmore. Then there was a show, an indie show, where I helped work the ring crew and work security and stuff like that.
What you securing?
Securing the guardrail. I gotta make sure the people don't jump the guardrail. And then yeah, so today was kind of like my official.
Welcome back.
Yeah, basically it was like my official restart, if you will. So it was straight.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was cool, man. It's a lot of fun. Again, like I said, I'm a lot bigger than I was. I'm a lot stronger than I was. So yeah. So that automatically makes things easier. Plus, I think I don't know. I'm a more confident human being than I was the last time I tried it. More of a man, you know what I'm saying? So I hopped in there and it was straight, man. We just ran some regular drills. Like, you know, I started off because there's a lot of guys that have been there for a few months or even longer. So I kind of got thrown right in the thick of things, like in some advanced stuff that I hadn't done in a while. The typical, you know, lock up, headlock, you know, I took rolls.
Are you sore?
Not yet, but I'm sure it will be tomorrow. I took bumps for the first time in years, which is no, which is when you just, you know, every time you take a fall, like that you land on your back, it's called a bump. And so I took bumps, you know. I forgot how much it hurts, but, you know, once you do it for a couple of months, you know, you build up that tolerance and everything. So the first couple of weeks, the first month maybe is going to be kind of rough, but I think I've already got a better grasp on it than I did, you know, the last time I went around and tried it out. So like I said, I'm shooting for January. I'm hoping I can get, because the school I go to, Main Event Training Center, has their own promotion also, Coastal Championship Wrestling, and they do shows like probably once a month. And so I'm hoping to get it in starting in January and just go from there.
Well, I'll be there cheering you on.
No, you'll be there booing me. I know you. You'll be in the crowd. Boo! Guy sucks.
I'm your number one
He
fan.
used to be in Team Awesome, and he thinks he's a wrestler now. Boo! Well, I don't know.
I supported your comedy career, all right?
My fledgling comedy career. It sucks because I was gonna go to American Rock tomorrow and do stand up, and I ended up having to work till fucking midnight, which really sucks. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm doing that. I'm gonna start training. There's 3 training sessions a week. I may not be able to make all of them because like Wednesday we're doing an open mic, so I'm gonna have to skip that one. And then there's one like Sunday mornings, but I usually end up working Sundays, so I'm gonna go to as much. You know, I'm gonna train as much as I can, train as hard as I can. You know, I gotta clean up the diet, hit the gym, bust my ass.
Just drop the do.
I'm telling you, if I drop the do, like that would probably be almost it. Like
pretty much.
that alone would cut me up. Like
you're already vegan.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was good, man. It just felt right. It just felt good. It felt better this time. You know, I'm very happy about it. Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep y'all posted every week, you know.
That's cool. We'll chronicle this.
Yeah, my bumps and bruises and whatever else happens.
I'll take pictures and Instagram and shit.
There's a guy that they have that takes pictures and video and stuff and like runs the website, and I'm gonna have to ask him like for some pictures of me training and stuff. So post that on Instagram. It'll probably be hilarious. So yeah, man, I'm happy to be back in it. Like I said, I'm shooting for January, and I'm gonna keep y'all posted every week. I'm gonna let you know how it goes, what kind of bumps I'm taking, what kind of moves. Like I said, this week it was basic. It was headlocks, locking up, taking a few bumps, rolling around. Like it wasn't anything too crazy. I can still jump into the ring, like grab onto the top rope and jump over it into the ring, which is pretty awesome.
Okay.
Which
I was like, what that's like.
But yeah, you know, I'm sure you've seen it,
yeah.
like the smaller guys, and I was like, I haven't done this in a long time, so I did it, and I was like, that was pretty awesome. So I'm pretty stoked about it, and I'll keep you guys updated weekly on how that goes. Maybe we'll come up with a name for the segment. I don't know, who cares? But
I almost gave out government.
You said it earlier.
I did?
Yeah, you guys should play a game. It'll be like a Where's Waldo, like. No, you know what we should do? Like every time we slip up and say our real names, you take a shot. A drinking game. Which in the course of this episode, you'll have taken 1 shot. 1.5 shots, if that counts, just now.
I just said
his name starts with a C. Yeah, so again, I'm gonna talk about the shit that I like in WWE, and then I'll kind of chronicle my my indie wrestling career, and should be pretty entertaining. A lot of funny stuff happens. I'll tell you this, I forgot how much, like, because I pretty much know all the wrestling lingo after just having watched it for so long and being kind of like on the inside of it, like learning all the inside stuff. The 2 names that you're going to get called the most in pro wrestling are brother and daddy. That's how they talk. They be like, oh, come here, let me show you this, brother. Or like, no, daddy, do it like this. It's brother and daddy. That's just...
Brother's all right, but daddy...
Daddy, you got to have a certain swag to pull it off.
We talked about
man.
it with Baby and...
I don't care what anybody says. Nothing makes me feel cooler than when a swagged out older black guy calls you baby. Hey, that shit makes you feel cool.
Hey, baby.
When they're just like, hey, baby, what's up? Yeah, what's going on, daddy? Like that shit, you gotta have the right kind of swag. And I don't think you can be below 40 and use them and sound cool. I think you have to be at least 40 to pull it off. Brother, I like. Brother's cool. But like... Yeah, they say, "Daddy, no, get back in the ring, Daddy. Let me show you how to do it." And it's like you get used to it, but it's like it's kind of silly. But yeah, brother and daddy. Those are brother mainly, but daddy is the other one. They call you daddy and brother all the time.
Well, I'm glad that you're going after what you want, man.
Yeah, man. It's fun.
It's good. I went after what I wanted this weekend.
Oh yeah, what was that?
You can't.
Tell our listeners. I almost said viewers. Tell the people that watch this podcast. They watch the frequencies.
I just went to go get my fix. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, no drugs though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Mr. Phoenix is on the rebound. Let's put it that way. He's doing his business.
Yeah.
He's doing his dirt. Where can the listeners find you on? I didn't even want to drop the website name. Just
you guys can find me on Facebook.
Nah, I was gonna say something else. You know what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tinder. You can find me on Tinder, where I don't get any views. And you can find me on POF.
Nah, you went out with that chick was Tinder, right?
Yeah, she was.
And she turned out to not be awesome.
Nah, she was cool.
A little crazy.
Wait, she probably could end up listening to this. She actually listened to one of our episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The premiere.
What'd she say about it? You kind of have to be a fan of podcasts.
Yeah,
like,
I know she listens to the beginning of it, so.
Okay, well.
It's something.
Hey, it still gives us a play on SoundCloud, motherfucker. I don't care.
Nah, she was cool until she went crazy.
Yeah, that's actually the story of every woman, isn't it?
And then she got cool again.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, like, I'm cool. We could just be friends, and that's it. That's all that matters.
She sounds like she's a pretty good connect. She got event promotion connections and shit. Yeah, so shout out.
But anyways, take us away, Bob.
Yeah, man, you look like you need to go to bed. You look like, I'm gonna keep it real. We got to keep it 100 with the audience. You look like you need to go to bed.
Dude, I'm fucking running on
the grind. The grind don't stop. Even though he's not tired because of the grind, but still.
Oh, the grind's still there.
Yeah, exactly. That just adds on top of it, But that's how it is, man. That's what I tell baby mama whenever I got to do something and she's like, we're trying to do this or that with Zoe or whatever. I just tell her the grind don't stop. You can't argue with that.
It just doesn't stop.
Don't stop.
Gotta keep moving.
Gotta keep doing better and better and better. As Cat Williams says, I can't say the word. I don't even go to those dudes' birthday parties if they're doing the same shit they was doing last year.
If you're a drug dealer and you
sell weed. What do you say? You've been selling weed since 1994?
Yeah.
And you ain't been bumped up to cocaine in
yet?
2006. I don't know what you are doing. It's the truth. The grind don't stop.
Damn, that was 2006.
Yeah, man. Cat Williams has been at it for a minute, bro. 06, 07 for his biggest specials, and then he had the other one in like 09.
Almost 9 years ago, 8, 9 years.
The one with the tiger, that was 09.
That one's great.
And then there was fucking Catpocalypse, which was balls.
Shit don't work.
We gotta watch his new one. He had an HBO special. I can't remember what it's called, but apparently he's back to his old shit and being funny. He actually just got like, he and Suge Knight, for some reason, like they like robbed somebody or something, or like
Him and Suge Knight.
yeah,
robbed.
I don't know what they're doing hanging out together, but
It sounds like Suge Knight would be robbing him.
they either robbed somebody or like assaulted somebody. I don't remember, some shit like that. I'll have to get back to y'all with the details. But yes,
Tell them where they
we
can
didn't even
find
tell
us.
us all that stuff. Have you been listening? If you've been listening, you know we do music. We're two members of a hip hop group, Team Awesome.
Yes, sir.
You can find us Facebook.com/AwesomeTeam305, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Team Awesome 305, SoundCloud /Awesome305, hashtag Awesome Life Podcast if you want to talk about it. Lynx, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud. Lynx does it all. I just put out a new song. I didn't tell you actually. The Stage Reeman remix. I remixed it. I reworked it. I put it out. Yeah, so go listen to that. That's like probably the only thing I've ever released that I'm like 100% satisfied with. Like I tell you all the time, I hate everything I do. I don't so much hate that song. Like I'm cool with it. Like I fucks with it.
It's
I can listen. I can listen to that with other people in the room, basically.
Yeah, it's one of the best verses.
So yeah, if y'all want to check us out, check out the music, whatever. Keep listening to the podcast. This is episode 10, man. We're moving up.
I'm proud of us.
Me too. I mean, it's not 10 successive, not 10 in a row, but we're doing all right, man. We're gonna keep it moving.
Hey, listen, I was ready to call it quits for the night.
I know.
And you pushed. You pushed us.
We gotta hustle. The grind don't stop.
The conductor kept the train moving.
Yes. From now on, bro, gotta knock these. If we can't do Sunday, we gotta knock these bitches out Saturday. Whatever.
Yeah, we gotta at least have a couple on deck.
Yeah, we gotta start knocking these bitches out. Because we've been on some last minute fuckboy shit. This is episode 10, bro. We can't be fucking around now.
Come episode 25, we gotta do it big.
We do, yeah. We can't be fucking around no more. Yeah, so this is the Awesome Life Podcast. 10 episodes in. I think from 1 to now we are fucking way better. You know,
definitely
got the format figured out a little bit.
We're able to talk more fluidly.
Yeah,
there's less pauses in between what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely, and I know you viewers.
It's weird, right?
Listeners are appreciating our growth.
Yeah, definitely.
However many there are.
It's funny, because we were talking about the auto blow in the last episode, and I named the episode "Blowjob Robot." And it got the most views on YouTube out of any of our episodes. Just solely, I think, based on the name.
For real?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to start getting
How many views?
Like 40 or something. But, like, that's, like, usually we do better on SoundCloud than we do on YouTube. But that shit, like, was, like, the most listened to that... Because I posted to YouTube also.
Blowjob Robot.
I was like, we got to start naming it some weird shit. Like, that shit got views just solely based on that name. You gotta do it. You know, you gotta fucking...
Sex sells.
I'm telling you, somehow everything a lot of times we end up talking about that shit, but it's the truth. There was actually one thing that Crystal, my baby mama, wanted us to cover, but I was like, I don't know, we talk about sex so much. We'll talk about it next episode. It's about, apparently like, eating booty is like a craze now. It's like a thing.
Eating booty.
Yeah, apparently like it's like.
Are you talking about ass licking?
Yeah, apparently it's like really gaining popularity, and I was like, hey, I'm a proponent of that. I know Mr. Phoenix is as well. But yeah, so
damn, you just put it out there, bro.
There was this article. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck at all.
Okay,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Yeah, there was like this article that I read. It's like, we'll talk about it. Kevin Gates, he's a rapper. He was talking about. He's like, yeah, I eat ass, whatever. And then, like, a couple other people jumped in to kind of be like, yeah, we do too. And, like, it's like a craze now. But I'll show you the article. Maybe we could talk about that next week.
We'll do it.
Booty
we'll talk
eating.
about eating booty.
If I name the episode Booty Eating or something, like, people
Booty Warrior.
People are going to, listen to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but, yeah, so I told you all.
Once in a while, you got to slip up on some asshole.
You got to do what you got to do, you know. You got to do what you got to do to get where you want, you know.
Some girls appreciate that shit.
You eat booty for a reason.
Appreciate that shit.
It's a means to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll get to that. This has been the Awesome Life Podcast. I told you motherfuckers where you can find us. If you want to know, I ain't going to repeat myself, motherfucker. You better rewind that shit. Hit us up. Check out the music. Keep listening to the podcast. This is episode 10. There's like a few websites I found. A couple of like where you can like list your podcast in like a directory. So maybe I'll put our name out there and see if maybe we can get some more people to find us.
Let's do it.
But yeah. So again, I'm Lynx and
Mr. Phoenix.
Mr. Phoenix. He's gonna take his ass to bed. I'm probably do the same pretty soon.
I'll be knocked out by the time this podcast
Yeah,
ends.
I'm gonna call this episode Nighty Night or something. A Sleepy Phoenix. That's gonna sound weird.
Sleepy Phoenix.
Anyway, yeah, this has been the Awesome Life Podcast. He's Mr. Phoenix. I'm Lynx, also known as Bob and Todd in the morning.
Bob and Todd in the morning. Thank you.
Early as fuck in the morning. It's 2:10. That's it for us, man. We'll be back next week for episode 11. We finally passed double digits. We're just gonna keep doing it big time. Shout out Awesome Life Entertainment representing, and we will catch y'all next week.
We'll be there. Same time, same channel.
Good night.
Good night. It's 2:15, and you're listening to the sultry sounds of...
Sultry sounds. You guys are listening to the sultry sounds of Todd and Bob.
Goodbye.